what you do in each of your institutions to foster healthy eating. Should we start with Dr. Holland? And I'm not sure everyone here knows what the Goldring Center for Culinary Medicine does, so maybe just an overview to start.
My name is Timothy Harlan. I am an internist. I practice medicine at Tulane and have been here since 2006. I moved here after the storm. We have created the world's first teaching kitchen, fully owned and operated and staffed by a medical school anywhere in the world. We teach medical students as well as practicing physicians and the community how to cook. That's our core mission. We have created a pretty robust curriculum over the course of the last 3 years that we've been in operation. We moved into our new facility, and we're lucky enough to be part of that with John and his team at Whole Foods, as well as the folks at Liberty's Kitchen, to be at the refresh site over on North Broad. We right now run about 4 community classes per week, so we teach our medical students how to cook and eat healthy, but we also teach them a different dialogue. Our curriculum packages up what they learn in the first 2 years of medical school, the preclinical years, biochemistry, physiology, metabolism, etc. And we translate that into the conversation that they're going to have in the examination room with their patients about food. Not about carbohydrates, not about calories, not about weight loss, but about pasta and avocados and beef and fish, and how their patients can make small yet substantive changes in their lives. We run about 4 to 5 community classes a week right now. Our goal by the end of this academic year, which will end at the end of June, is we'll be running a cooking class every single day of the year for the community. In addition to that, we also teach practicing physicians as part of our midterm sustainability. We charge them for our programming, and we run a small event facility at the Goldring Center. So if those of you who might want to learn how to cook or to cook a little differently and understand how cooking great food is cooking healthy, you can follow us at culinarymedicine.org and sign up for our cooking classes. They are free. Probably not the best business model in the world, but it's the business model that we have.
They're a nonprofit, but they do offer a wonderful dinner series that Tim forgot to mention, and you can join that. And they have celebrity chefs come in, and at their facility they host dinners, fabulous dinners. I've been to a few of them, and the medical students actually serve the meals, and Dr. Hall is generally there giving a brief lecture about what's being eaten and why it's good for you. So that's one way you can support the culinary exam. Amy, Revolution Foods, you're a for-profit, as is Eric, what's your company?
Your Nutrition.
Your Nutrition Delivered, correct. So that's a nice mix. We have one nonprofit and 2 for-profits, and the challenge of helping people to understand how to eat better and how to access healthy food, how to prepare it. It's a big mission. There's a lot of ways to come at it. And now we're going to hear from 2 for-profits about what they're doing to help people better understand healthy eating. Amy?
Sure. My name is Amy Klein. I'm the executive chef at Revolution Foods. Revolution Foods is a national healthy school lunch company. We started 10 years ago. I've been with the company since day one. I was the first hire. And we serve now close to 1.5 million meals a week across the country. As the chef, I travel around to my 7 kitchens in the country. We have one here in New Orleans, actually in Kenna, and one in Colorado, one in New Jersey, Washington, D.C., Texas, Los Angeles, and then Oakland, California. We set out 10 years ago to compete with some other big companies who were serving students meals every day, and the idea was that the food in the lunchroom wasn't matching the wellness programs and other things going on in the public school community to help address the epidemic rates of childhood obesity and early onset cardiovascular diseases and other illnesses in kids. And so the idea has always been since day one, and as the chef and the head of kind of the food vision, is how do we make delicious, tasty, craveable, scrumptious food that kids will eat. So I guess the way I approach my work every day is thinking about how to make food taste good, and really inspiring and being inspired by my chefs in the kitchens and by students around other techniques to build awesome big flavors. Whether we're caramelizing and roasting and doing things and toasting spices and bringing real culinary technique back into the school kitchen in our commissaries, and then we deliver the meals out, fresh meals every day that have never been frozen, and just building flavors with whether it's healthier fats or a lot of sort of similar discussions in our kitchens, lower sodium, and things like that. I spend a lot of time with second graders and fourth graders and high school students, probably even equal. I used to spend most of my time in the kitchen, and these days I spend about 50-50, because it's really important for me to hear from my customer, which are those students, what they want to eat, what they respond to in the meal. I have to consider visual cues, flavor, packaging, everything, the whole lunchroom experience. So all of that to get them to eat a healthier meal.
A big endorsement for you. Right when Revolution Foods was coming to town, our co-CEO at Whole Foods Market, Walter Robb, said you have to watch these guys. They're terrific, and you're so lucky to have them come in Walmart. So thanks for all you do for school kids.
Oh, we serve about 14,000 meals a day here.
There you go.
Schools, so.
Yeah. And now, besides serving school kids, we have a way through Your Nutrition Delivered to provide access to healthy food in the workplace, and with a very innovative model. Eric, why don't you tell us about it?
Correct. I'm Eric Frank, founder and CEO of Your Nutrition Delivered. We provide personalized nutrition in the therapeutic meal space through a couple different verticals. Our first vertical is we work with physicians and dietitians and provide food for outpatients that are going through treatment. We focus on bariatrics, heart disease, oncology, and diabetes. So about 150 million people in our target market there. And our niche is really becoming oncology. We're starting to do a lot of very specialized things with people going through cancer treatment. We now know that oncology treatment is 80% more effective when a strict nutritional protocol is followed. We're scaling nationally right now, really focusing on that oncology sector. And then we provide smart vending coolers inside workplaces. And right now we have 13 corporations in the city that we feed about 7,000 employees per day healthy lunch through smart vending technology. It's very cool. It works with subsidy packages. So if an employee has diabetes or heart disease, his employer can say, we'll pay for 50% of the cost of a meal if you stay here and eat it. We actually serve every law firm in the city that has over 100 employees, so we serve very sick people and lawyers. Interesting mix.
Maybe it's the same, you know?
You said it.
Thank you. Let's get into a couple of questions, and then we'll open it to the audience.